I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Nate joins us. Hi, Nate.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, my name is UltiNateUm. My name's Nate. I go by UltiNateUm. I'm a VTuber. I'm a pretty new VTuber as of now. I've only been streaming for about 2 months. I've been a YouTuber for I think about a year now, and it's been pretty fun so far.
So what got you into the YouTube thing before VTubing?
YouTubing, right? YouTubing, I mean, like, being like the Gen Z I am, right? I kind of grew up with YouTubers, kind of. I'm not super young, I'm not like Gen Alpha, but I was like, I was, once I turned 10, I started watching a lot of YouTube growing up because that's when it really started popping off. And I just really liked watching YouTubers, I always liked watching them talk about games and stuff. So I ended up doing it myself when I got the equipment for it and I got older.
Who are the ones you watched a lot?
The ones who I watched along when I was little, there was this guy. He's a voice actor now. His name is Alejandro Saab. He used to go by Kagi Films,
Mm-hmm.
but the one that really got me like into it, like I'd say my biggest inspiration would be like a guy by the name of like Nitro Rad. I liked him because his game reviews, right? When he would cover a game, he'd usually give it a fair shot
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of what you'll see on YouTube a lot of times is one person will grab a game, sit it down, and then just massacre it for the sake of massacring it.
Right.
They would
Yeah.
be unfairly mean to the product. But
Yeah.
Nitro Red didn't do that. Even when the game was actually like really horrendous, he would give it a fair shot.
Yeah.
He would smash down on it if it was really bad. Like he wouldn't pull his punches, but he would be fair about it. He would
Yeah.
treat every product equally, and I try to do the same in
Yeah.
my videos as well.
Yeah. He was. Some of those folks were their gimmick was to smash whatever came on, no matter what, and that
Yeah,
was their gimmick. But he would give him. He actually did review of the game,
yeah,
and he actually went down and played it and saw the good stuff and bad stuff and laid it to you straight.
yeah. It
Yeah.
was trustworthy, and it was funnier that way because it meant more when he actually would smash something, especially when he was very hard on me, because that's how you know it was actually like really bad, as opposed to the ones who would sit something down that's like I don't know, like an 8 out of 10, and make it look like it's a 4 out of 10 or something.
Right. This color is wrong. Now give this game a 0. That type of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's people who are looking for the bad rather than looking to actually give you a fair cop of the game. So was that what you did first? Did you do reviews or did you do playthroughs?
When I was like, I mean, like this is Ultimatum is like my third attempt at being a YouTuber. It's my first time actually going hard and trying with
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
When I was like a little kid, right, when I was like 14, I feel like everybody at least once has like this phase where you just make stuff for the point of making stuff. It
Hmm.
was just random junk you just throw up onto the internet. You just felt like making it. You're a little kid, who cares? You just throw it up there, and then you just say, "Oh man, this is some cool stuff," and then you pump out more. It's low quality, throw out a bunch, but you're like, "Yeah, who cares? It's fun. I like it."
Hmm.
And then my second attempt, right, I did the same thing but much older. Right, I think I started doing it around the pandemic, right?
Right.
And that's when I started covering games and things like that. All those videos are now gone. They're not deleted, they're just privated
Mm.
because those videos are very low quality compared to what I do now, right? But what I did back then, I did want to grow on that on that old account, right? But I just didn't actually put in any of the effort. I didn't look into improving anything after any video. I hardly uploaded. I'd go like 6 months without an upload. The quality was, for the most part, stagnant. Like I grew, but very, very slowly.
Right.
Whereas now, I've grown a lot bigger than I was before in
Yeah.
like half the time. And every video, I try to improve one thing.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a sad day when I can look at when I can look at my craft and say, "There's nothing to improve here." But every time, just every single time, if you improve one thing, it starts to add up. If you go on my channel and look at my first video or my first five, because I saw a tip while I was like preparing to become UltiNateUm, I saw a tip that when you start out a YouTube channel, you want to at least upload like 5 videos to build up watch time early. So I
Right.
did that. It actually pretty much worked
Hmm.
because they latch onto one video and then they say, "Oh, this is pretty cool." They hop onto another
Right.
and then another, and that just keeps happening, and then it spreads, and you got some early watch time, which is cool,
Yeah.
right?
You
So
get
if you,
you get the
yeah,
base to start with anyway.
yeah, if you compare my earlier videos, right, to like my most recent ones, the quality is night and day. The audio is much better. There's more effects. There's like it's better structured, more compact. I feel like I say more, but it's still the same time. So I'm fitting more into, these like I'm fitting more stuff into less space, and it's
Mhm.
actually really good. It flows well.
Oh,
So yeah, it's doing good.
yeah. Yeah. That efficiency does make a difference. If
Exactly.
you
I'm
can say
also doing it faster as well.
yeah, if you can do something in 5 words as opposed to 50, usually it makes it a little bit easier for people to comprehend what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Well, that sort of thing. Now, when did you decide to make the jump into VTubing? What brought you into that?
Oh, that's a funny story. All right. So I originally wasn't intended to be a VTuber. I was just gonna sit back and just be a YouTuber, maybe stream. But the thing about it, I call this the killing blow. Right? It's the moment when somebody goes from saying, I might be a VTuber to I need to be a VTuber. Right? It's that moment when the you get shot, the bullet kicks in, the drive goes, you're like, I need to become a VTuber now,
Yeah,
right? And I was basically in like October of 2023, right? I was sitting down, like watching a lot of Neurosama, the AI VTuber. I don't know if you've
right.
seen them. They're
Oh
they're
yeah,
pretty big, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I was sitting down watching them, right? And I decided to go to one of their Minecraft VODs, right, on like the Neural Archive channel,
right,
right? And I click and I see the starting soon screen, and like I saw it. I got shot, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I saw it. It was amazing. I saw like the colors, the pictures. It was an AI cover of Neurosama singing "I'm Only Human."
right,
I looked at that, right, and I was like, bro, you can have this as a streamer, all this character, all
right.
this personality, your own starting soon screen, all of this.
Yep.
This is so cool. And then I just got shot. I was like, bro, I need to become a VTuber now. And I did it. I worked very hard. I set out everything I needed to do to become a VTuber, and I ended up achieving it. And which made me very proud of myself, but it took a while
Hmm.
and it was very fun. I loved seeing everything slowly come together. I got a second desk. I'm not saying that. I got a bigger desk. I actually hodgepodge some sort of second monitor out of a used gaming tablet and like used an old binder to stand it upright because I don't have a stand for it. I like have it taped there, and I'll show you it after this interview. But it's a very weird like rig. It's like I may be broke, but you cannot say I'm not creative.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, necessity is the cause for invention. There, you may have something there
Exactly.
you could show people. See, you could just do it this way and not spend all that much money.
Exactly. Like limitations breed creativity, I
That-
swear, man.
That's right. That's
If
right.
you can just throw money at everything, then I mean, like it would be more effective, right? And it would
Right.
probably work better, but
Yeah, yeah,
you
but
wouldn't get that like
where's the
that nice
challenge?
feeling.
Yeah, where's the challenge
Yeah,
in
where's
that?
the challenge, bro?
Yeah, and those of us, although there's a few of us after all these years would like a little less challenge. We've had enough
Yeah.
challenge at this point. But did you, when you got started and you switched over, did you have people carrying over from your YouTube in front of the camera to the VTube section, or did you have to start from scratch?
I practically had to start from scratch. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was there was one hurdle I had to overcome, right? The hurdle was I didn't know that non-affiliate channels,
Mm,
the viewers can't switch the quality off
mm,
of 1080p.
right.
Like they are stuck at whatever quality you are streaming at, and mobile users can't view 1080p. So a lot of my fans who were on mobile, I kind of shot myself in the foot by not knowing that. That's the one thing I didn't research.
Mm,
Everything else I researched. I studied like 15 to 20 different VTubers, different stream layouts, all of that, and I did my homework on it,
wow.
right?
Yeah.
Which is why I kind of came more prepared than you'd say, you'd see other VTubers come, right? But
Yeah.
that's the one thing I did not know, because in hindsight, doesn't it sound kind of stupid?
It does.
If you're not affiliated, they can't change the quality.
It,
What?
that's weird, and that certainly wouldn't be something you just think about on your own. I mean, that's yeah.
Exactly.
Just well, I wonder about the quality for the mobile. No, you wouldn't think about that. You'd be worrying about lot of other things. But
Yeah.
that didn't hurt you too much at the start, did you?
Nah, cause yeah, it didn't hurt me too much. Cause you gotta understand, it is extremely hard to
Uh,
get somebody to say, "I will swap platforms just for you."
uh,
I had a few people come over, right? Like I'd say at max, I had about maybe 10, I
mm,
think, right? Out of the 700, I think I had
mm,
the 700 subs that I think I had, only 10 carried over, and then the rest I just kind of climbed up to. I've only been streaming for about a month and a half now, I think,
right.
and I'm at 47. So I've done a lot of growing in that time. I'm almost affiliated.
Yeah.
But I noticed it's easier to get people to swap over from Twitch to YouTube, but not YouTube to Twitch. So, I
Mm.
mean, there's something to think about.
Yeah, because I think of the scheduling. The
Yeah,
you're in on YouTube, and you know this now because you've been on YouTube and different. You got two channels going now for crying out loud. Um,
yeah,
you can put something on YouTube and they can watch it anytime, but to come on Twitch, really to get the full effect of it, you have to be there live with somebody, and
yeah.
your live may not be the same as your time on stream. Maybe somebody's at work, maybe somebody's asleep. While your potential audience is the entire planet, half of them aren't on anywhere near the same time you are. It does make it difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh, so you do get an easier chance to switch over, but you've been able to do that now. You've added your YouTube to your Twitch. Is it drawing people back to Twitch that you're putting clips and such on YouTube?
Clips as I still need to catch up on a bunch of clips and VODs. This week was supposed to be my break week from streaming, but last week I saw how close we were getting to affiliated, so I decided to just I couldn't rest, man. I had to get back in there, and I did some good growing this week. But I still need to catch up on VODs. I still need to catch up on clips. One thing I will say is that every Sunday I post a schedule, or like a weekly schedule, in the community tab of my YouTube channel, right?
Right.
And the community tab, really not enough people use it, especially VTubers.
Mm,
Like it is such a handy tool for getting people to just wake up and say, "Oh man, there's a stream happening this week. I
mm,
guess I'll check it out." And that's all you need. As
yeah.
long as they show up, you just gotta count on future you to be entertaining enough for them to come over. So I'd say the best thing, what I do is that I post a schedule every week, and then 1 hour before the stream starts on that day, I'll say, "Alrighty, boys, quick reminder that blah 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 is happening today." And then I'll give like a short summary of what I think will be happening in this stream. And then I'll say like it's happening on Twitch, linking about, don't miss out, or something like that. And then I'll
Yeah.
put like a funny GIF or something. It gets a lot of attention.
Yeah.
It works.
It's a, that's the word marketing, and a lot of VTubers hate it when I bring that word up, but
Yeah.
that's what you're doing. You're marketing, and you're advertising to your audience and your potential audience that this is what's coming up. I'm here, come watch. That
Yes.
sometimes there's some people don't quite catch that, especially when they're trying to expand. Sometimes that's all you need to get some expansion going.
Yeah.
This,
Cause like I can't I don't think YouTube is already like kind of like shooting me in the knee in the algorithm every now and then.
yeah,
So I for the life of me cannot trust that some viewer will just keep me in the back of my head, like keeping me in the back of their head so much that they'll be like, you know what? I think I do remember that exactly today, right now, at this very moment, Nate starts streaming.
yeah,
I just can't. After 1 week of not being around, you start to lose relevance. It's
hmm
painful, but it's a fact we all have to accept.
oh yeah,
You see it on even the biggest of dramas on the internet fade away because the internet it has goldfish memory. After 1 week, poof,
yeah,
it's like it never happened.
yeah.
So
It's like
you
you didn't give us anything this week. You must be dead.
exactly, like oh man, if somebody poke him, is he
Yeah,
still breathing? Like,
that happens when you're my age. That happens to you a lot.
what?
Yeah, you,
You just start forgetting stuff.
no, they keep poking to make sure you're still alive.
Oh yeah, he's
He-
not moving
and he's
enough.
not
Is he
moving.
okay?
That nope, still he's still there. Um,
Uh,
the as far as what your channel is doing right now, what are you specializing in? I know that you've been doing some collaborations. What do you like to do, and what's up with your channel?
So my favorite thing to do, like I'm trying to stay on brand. I'm a horror VTuber. It's kind of hard to tell right now. My channel on YouTube, you'd say is more into mascot horror because my fans kind of flung me into the FNAF pool. I wasn't intended to become, this entrenched in FNAF. I always had respect for the series, right? And I always liked it. But like when I started uploading videos, right, my biggest videos were always the FNAF videos, and people would be like, "Oh, do more," and why not? That's what you want, right? People saying, "Hey, I like what you're doing. Do more of it," and if you don't mind doing more of it, then why not do more of it? And then the snowball started. I fell down the rabbit hole, and now I'm several FNAF videos in. Not theories, just general analytical videos about the series itself, cutting it open. Some of them were worth a lot more than their views would say, especially the one that's over an hour long. I put a lot of love into that one,
Oof.
but it's fine. I got a lot of growth out of it. It's
Yeah,
all good.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, if you're enjoying it and they're enjoying it, that's all pluses all the way around.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard to
still
argue
gotta
with that.
remember. I still got to remember, right, that at the end of the day, I am still trying to grow here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of things. That's one thing that I think a lot of people miss is that you can have fun, right? But if you're trying to grow,
Mhm.
the end goal is growth. So right now, my next few videos in particular will actually be experiments.
Mm.
there's a there's a few YouTube features such as like the notify subscriber button. If
Right.
you turn that off when uploading a video, it basically pushes it to everybody but the people who are subscribed to you. And that may sound bad at first, but the thing is that it will push it to everyone else, a much greater pool of people that can watch it, right?
Right.
Right. So if let's say you specialize in doing like food content, right?
Right.
But then you're like, maybe today I feel like covering like I don't know, like carpenting or something like that, like woodwork.
Right.
I don't think your fans are gonna be interested in you talking about like wood and stuff like that. So to you know avoid that being destroyed by the algorithm and your fans not being interested, you can just cut out the middleman and skip the fans and just push it to everyone else. So it will start off a lot slower and a lot smaller than it would if you notified your subscribers, but its end goal, its potential for growth will be much, much higher in the long run. It's an experiment, basically. I
Yeah.
want to see what will happen.
Well, that could be very, very positive, because once you rope people in, and I've said it to other folks here on the interview, there, there's people can come watch a lot of people play certain games. There's if you're talking like even the FNAF series, there's a lot of people doing
Yeah,
FNAF series, but they're coming back for the person playing it.
yeah,
Yeah, you're doing it a certain way, and people like that. That's why they come back for it. If you can bring in some people and they enjoy your personality, one thing, well, maybe they'll stick around and try the other stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's again marketing. It sounds like you've already got that set up, and that's already been
Yeah.
in your plan, that sort of thing. Um,
Hmm.
and very very good sense. You got a good head on your shoulders as far as that's concerned. So once you've got those experiments underway, what's your big goal for the end of the year?
My big goal for the end of the year, right? I'd say I do already know that I'm most likely going to hit 1,000 subs. I
Mm,
mean, like, I feel like it's inevitable. I'm only 200 away, and we're halfway through the year.
right.
I'd have to like do like a royal fuck up to like mess that up, or like just vanish off the face of the earth to not hit that.
Yeah.
Uh, I'd say my end goal, right,
Hmm.
would probably be something around the lines of like, I don't know, like maybe 1,400 or 500 on YouTube.
Hmm.
I'm gonna shoot for higher, right? But if I can hit that, I think I'll be pretty happy. And on Twitch, I'd say maybe seeing as how fast I've been growing in like in terms of a month, I'd say like probably I don't know, like 400. I'm highballing that one. I feel like I'm maybe biting off more than I can chew, but I think I can do it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say 500 or 400 followers on Twitch. Yeah,
Yeah. Hey,
shoot for the stars.
you might as well
Yeah,
shoot for the stars because even if you only get halfway there, that's still pretty good.
exactly.
Yeah.
Even if I shoot for the stars and miss, I'll still land on the moon.
Yeah.
I'll
There you
still
go.
get there, right?
Yeah. That, I mean, it's a really good mindset you've got coming into this, and it's good to hear somebody with a solid game plan, um, looking toward the future, and not only that, but you're enjoying yourself,
Yeah.
and
I
that's
always do my homework on things. I like to come in prepared. I wanted it to seem, right? You know what? One thing I always love is hearing people be surprised at just how high quality my stuff is, right? I
mm,
always try my hardest, right?
mm,
Because I love hearing people come in and say, "Bro, you're only at blah 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 blah. You deserve so much more." What do you mean you just started? I wanted it to feel like I was always here.
mm.
Like I know I haven't been, but I wanted people to go to my stuff and be like, What do you mean he just started? What? It feels like he's been a VTuber for years. What? Yeah.
That's always a good feeling. That really is. Now, how do you keep yourself from being frustrated that it's not moving as fast as you'd like?
Oh, I have been. My most recent video actually did frustrate me quite a bit. It was my most high quality video to date. And YouTube cucked me. They just did it.
Yeah,
Fucking push it.
yeah.
And I'm like, I was sitting there pondering, even in the shower, I was sitting there under the hot water, like thinking, what did I do wrong? The thumbnail's good, the video's good, it's my highest quality. What the watch time's good. What did I do wrong? And then it started to pick up afterwards, but it's still nowhere near as high as I thought it would be, and that frustrated me, right?
Yeah.
So how it's not the first upset I've had on YouTube, you know.
Hmm.
I view the algorithm as throwing darts at a dartboard. Sometimes you hit a bullseye, sometimes you miss completely, sometimes you I don't know, like you'll hit the side or something.
Yeah.
It's okay, but what I do, I sit down, right? And then I remind myself, I'm like, okay, because I still have a whole bunch of future videos planned as well that I
Right.
know that a lot of people are anticipating, but I sit down and I'm like, okay, this isn't working well. Let me see what I can do. And then, hence the experiment that's coming up.
Yeah.
I'm going to most likely be doing, well, the first vid that's coming out next is a Roblox video because there's a new event coming out and I want to dissect that a bit. I It's not going to be as high quality as my past videos, but it's going to be one experiment. Plus, it's trending right now, so I'm covering a trendy topic. I
Hmm.
want to see what's going to happen. Yeah, I want to see what's going to happen. So, the I'm going to be doing a Fallout video after that, and Fallout is also pretty trendy right now. I
Yeah.
actually streamed a whole bunch of Fallout last week,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And
And in preparation for that video, so I could get my thoughts, get the script ready, all that stuff. And
yeah.
it's a trendy topic, and I'm also going to be doing the, you know, don't notify subscriber thing,
Yeah.
along with a few other things. So I just gotta, every time I fail, I sit back and I think about, I analyze it with a neutral mindset. I hate how I hear some people say, "Oh, it's just there's nothing I could do." I mean, like there are some times where there's nothing you can do, but I just don't like admitting that I'm powerless in a situation. I like thinking that I did something wrong because that means there's room for improvement on my part and that I didn't just get unfairly screwed. You know,
Well, that,
it keeps me sane,
that well,
basically.
I can appreciate that because I've lived most of my life the other way, trying to prove that everybody else was wrong and I was right in the first place.
Yeah.
No, I do appreciate it. Your work ethic is obviously tremendous. The talent as well. Folks are coming out to watch what Nate's got going on. We're going to have the links in the description for the interview here. It's an absolute pleasure to talk with you, Nate, and I don't see anything but big stuff in the future for you. Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.